Digest. What's up? Welcome back. We are on the road in Phoenix, facing a team that is the best in the NBA. There is no slowing down the Suns. They are an absolute wagon. That is an understatement. They are looking ready to go right back to the NBA Finals and potentially do the damn thing. They're good. Jay Crowder cooking us at the moment. 5-4, though, is the score. I'm seeing the Raptors come out with a little bit of more determination than we've seen over the past few games. Granted, we did win our last one. But this team with Fred VanVleet back in the lineup is day and night. Let's be honest about it. No OG Anunoby back, which is, what it is. We can accept that. But I'm happy to have Fred there running the point, doing what he does. Hopefully we can get a better outcome with him there tonight. I'm going to make sure that my audio is coming through correctly. I believe it is, yeah. So we are good to roll. And people, if you're watching this right now, do me an early favor. Drop that like spike. Help out the chat. Help out the channel. You guys are the best. Siakam kicks it out to Birch. Birch had a nice opening block. Trent Jr. on the baseline, the J misses. And it's rebounded there by Campaign. So as you can see in the bottom, I have my bets. The only bets I have. Okay, thank God Campaign missed that. Only bets I have tonight. Gary Trent Jr. over 18.5 points. And then Campaign gets the steal. And as you can see, I have Campaign no double-double. I bet against them to get the double-double. You would hope that's easy money. Trent Jr. for 3. Come on now. Come on. That's wide open. Siakam with the rebound, though, to Fred. Fred from deep. Yep. No, but then Scotty Barnes gets it back. Right back to VanVleet. It's just target practice out here. He misses that one. 3 opportunities, nothing. But then an off-ball foul. The Raptors are getting it back. All right. All right. D-Book looks pissed off. But hold on. Okay, Scotty's calling the play. I thought he was asking for a replay or something. That was confusing. But no. It should be the Raptors' ball here. I believe there's a foul committed off ball by the Suns. I don't know who, but someone. And the Raptors do have the ball back. Birch hands it right back off to VanVleet. VanVleet getting downhill. Takes that contested mid-range jumper, and he is fouled even though he misses. I'll take it how we can get it, man. I'll take it how we can get it. 7-4 right now for the Suns. Fred VanVleet going to shoot 2. Buster saying count how many times Booker complains tonight. Booker is a wussy, a grade A wussy. The fact that he ever has compared himself to Kobe Bryant is such a joke. It's such a joke. Hey man, you got a nice off the dribble J. There you go. You got that. You can score the hoop like everybody else in the NBA. Okay, I know he's elite. But you can't compare yourself to Kobe unless you're mentally a different breed. Devin Booker, he absolutely gets worked by the Raptors mascot. I don't want to hear anything out of that guy. DeAndre Ayton hits the floater there in the paint. Suns up by 3. 8 minutes to go in the opening frame. VanVleet goes around the pick, kicks it out to Siakam. Siakam chopping it up on the dribble. He drives on Booker. Back out to Fred for 3. Come on. Misses that. But then Birch almost with the offensive rebound, but taps it right back to the Suns. Booker with it now. Over the corner, Mikal Bridges. Misses that 3. Thank God. Is Mikal Bridges still in the depoy argument? I think he probably is. Oh, nice pass there by Scotty. Everything he does is a no look. It does not matter. It's the no look. If he sees you open, he's going to need to shoot his eyes the other opposite direction before he gives you the ball. Does that exact play there to Siakam, gets the easy bucket. But we do have a super chat. This is coming from my guy Tommy Moreau. This is my... He's saying tonight we are... Lasaurus, L-C-A-R-U-S. I'm like trying to read it backwards, forwards, trying to understand the message here. Tonight we are Lucaris? Tom, I know you're French, but I'm not understanding this one. Help me out here, bud. Help me out a little bit. Hey, man. Either way, shouts out to Tom Moreau for the super chat. We'll get some clarification in a moment here. That is my guy. Appreciate you, Tom. And then, off ball, Kem Birch gets the foul there on Campaign. So Raptors lose the ball. It's going right back to the Suns here. People have not been too happy with Kem Birch. I mean, we can't really expect too much out of him, but that is so broken offensively. Like, Kem, dribble the ball and hand it off to someone. Like, if he doesn't hit that floater, I say it every time, guys, if that floater's not going down, you take his ass off the court immediately. Immediately. If he can't hit that easy floater that he gets like 2 to 3 times a game, he's unplayable. He's too much of an offensive liability. I'm going to leave it there, but I hope he does well. Shouts out my Canadians. We are drunk off the bag milk. I want to see him do well. Earn that playing time, because right now he's not exactly doing that. Raptors turn it over. Scotty Barnes tosses it out of bounds. 13-8. Raps are down at the moment by 5, but hey, stay the course with us here. We're only about 7 minutes left in the first quarter. Ton of basketball ahead. Ton of basketball in Arizona. Come spend your Saturday night with Raptors Digest. Friday. But you can do Saturdays here as well. D-Ned saying Kem's got scored on 3 times. That's the one. I mean, he's got to play defense. Like, if you're not playing defense and you're Kem Birch, get off the floor. Get off the floor. And then if you mix in an incapable floater on a night when he's bad defensively, go get Aaron Baines instead, bro. Like, it's just not going to happen for Kem that night. Hopefully he can turn it around. Closest thing we have to a traditional 5. And that's not saying too much, but if Kem Birch can just play decent like he has before, we'll be laughing. We'll be in a pretty nice situation. Alan saying put Scotty in the post. Yeah, I do like when Scotty Barnes initiates the offense because, to state the obvious, he can play make really at an elite level. And he's also learning to score at an elite level. So he can go one of 2 ways with it, and I trust him either way. And it's rare to get that from a young player who's in your front court. Very rare. Scotty Barnes is a special player, the hopeful rookie of the year. I don't think the race is done yet. It's been tight all year, and it makes sense. This is a deep rookie class. I think Cade Cunningham's a stud. I think Evan Mobley is literally Chris Bosh, just rejuvenated, built for today's league. Josh Giddey's going to be LaMelo Ball, just a little bit less offensively potent. There are some special talents, bro. And then you look down the list, you see like Alperen Sengun, Kuminga, who can really dunk on anyone. And his dunking isn't that crazy yet, but he's just a freak athlete. Got a lot of upside. There's good players absolutely everywhere in this draft. That top 15 was friggin' loaded. Moses Moody looks pretty damn good right now at Golden State. But none better than Scotty Barnes, in my opinion. None better than Scotty Barnes. I've said it before. It's like Cade Cunningham and Evan Mobley had a baby. And that baby is their exact same age. It's Scotty friggin' Barnes. We'll see where his career goes, but I'm happy that he's in Toronto and I can watch him blossom as a Raptor. Our development staff is going to do the right thing with Scotty Barnes. I have trust in that. And shouts out to the 50 people who are already watching. If you guys are tuning in, tagging along, do me a big favor, drop a like on this video, make your presence felt. Oh, nice. We're getting some warm-up clips of our guy Scotty. Precious Achiuwa. I'm seeing him off in the side angle of this video. I think he is going to be a player. We always talk about him having the same kind of impact that Serge Ibaka has had for the Raptors during their championship run coming off the bench. Sort of that 6-man center who's just super well-polished defensively, reliable offensively. Serge was just a good veteran presence too. It's way too... Precious is way too young to start thinking about him as an asset in terms of that perspective. You get what I mean. Come off the bench, hit some threes, block some shots, just big-time energy, big-time reliable as a backup 5. I think that's the future for Precious. All right, turnover for the Cameron Payne there. Raps getting the ball back. Megan M saying Trent lost his mojo. Megan, I think you're exactly correct that that's what it was, because this man plays best when he's like talking garbage and just feeling himself. Like, you can tell. Oh, speaking of that, Gary Trent Jr. steps into one. Megan, he's hitting shots now. I think he might have got his swagger back, but you're right. Well, what's happened with Gary Trent Jr. is very clearly just him needing to be a guy who rides some emotion, who's I've always described Trent as a gamer. It's a great way to describe him. He's a gamer. The competitiveness brings the best out of him. But sometimes when he doesn't feel like that top dog, the mojo isn't there, at this point in his career, his play does tend to waver. He'll figure it out. He'll become consistent. But right now, Megan, I do agree with you. The Suns respond with a 3 of their own, but Scotty Barnes jacks up a mid-range. Nothing but net. Nothing but net. That was a bullseye. Booker brings it up for the Suns. I got my little Jim Leahy here. I call it the Raptor on the rocks. And then Booker hits a shot. Makes me sick. All right, Siakam with the ball for Toronto. Driving, going up, and he is fouled. Okay. And we got another super chat in here from Tom Moreau. He definitely clarified what he meant earlier, so I got to go back and check. Tom Moreau saying this time Raps Utah 37.3% from 3. Gary Trent Jr. 37.4% from 3. Hashtag free Utah. Former Raptor Bismack Biyombo donating his entire year's salary to help build a hospital in the Congo. Hold on now. Turn my flames right back on for that. Bismack Biyombo. Man, Toronto, Charlotte, Phoenix, whoever's had this man stand up right now, we got to be proud of Bismack Biyombo doing that. That's amazing. He's always been a gracious dude. I knew when Kyle Lowry talked about Bismack as like his brother and said, that's my guy, that's family. I knew that Bismack was a quality dude because no way Kyle Lowry's going to say that about you and you can't back it up with some high character. So we've been knowing Bismack's the man, but it's great to see him do that for the Congo. And to respond to what you just said about the three-point percentages, Tom, I'm going to state the obvious here. A little bit of a difference in volume. Yuta Watanabe shoots 1 3-pointer a game if he even touches the floor long enough to do so, and then he's only shooting a wide open 3 because, you know, the defenders have swarmed a better player and he's gotten that look. I mean, 99% of the time, that's what the shot looks like. For them to be shooting the same clip with that difference in shot selection, I'm still looking at Gary like that's the guy who deserves all the minutes. That's my personal opinion. I have kind of fallen off on the Yuta Watanabe hype train, if we can call it that. Scotty Barnes misses a shot. That was a nice little pull-up, though. I like Yuta Watanabe. Very valuable defender, but he doesn't bring enough different off of our bench to get those consistent minutes, right? But hey, Tom Moreau sticking his neck out for Yuta Watanabe, as many in this fan base would. Shouts out to Tom. I appreciate the super chat, man. I really do. Raptors get the turnover. All right, Achua outlets there to Barnes. Barnes with it. Over to Achua. Hands it off to Fred. Fred from deep, thought about it. He's going to dribble it in. And then from the free throw stripe, kaplunk. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Freddie V knocks it down. That's my all-star. You guys see the jersey in the background. You know the vibes. And there we go. Timeout called by Phoenix. Monty Williams calls it, gets his team to come together. 18-16. Raps only down by a bucket. We are going to figure this out. Last time we faced the Suns, it was a crazy competitive game. I want to say that they had Chris Paul and Devin Booker in that game. If they didn't, one of them was sitting. Just one of them. I can't remember exactly, but we've played good against the Suns before, a pretty healthy Suns team. And I don't know, we're like the Leafs right now, where we play great against the top-end talent, but just disappear against teams that you should just throttle. It's weird. Playing down to your competition is never a good trait, but I have seen the Raptors do some pretty remarkable things against talented teams this year. I'll hold out some optimism that they can take down Phoenix tonight, who is a wagon. Let me reiterate that. A wagon. D. Ned saying, I'm saying Yuta over Trent. Oh my God, guys. Really? Oh, okay. Tom Moreau saying, okay, never mind. I got to catch up with Tom here. I'm only reading the super chats. I got to give my man some context. Tom Moreau saying, we don't need a huge volume from Yuta, but the point is we need bench shooting. Fair. That is fair. I'm not saying Yuta over Trent. I'm saying Yuta over Svi, Flynn, and most others. Tom, I got the most others part with you, but I still think that Svi Mikhailuk and Malachi Flynn are both better for this team than Yuta Watanabe. But you're right. Yuta Watanabe shouldn't be far down that list. Like, he could be the third or fourth bench option that we look to, but I don't know. I'm not a big Yuta Watanabe guy. He's had his moments for sure. He got injured for a little bit, came back slow. That's kind of that's to be expected to a certain degree. I'm not going to absolutely throttle him over that. But to the same, I don't know, man. I don't see it with Yuta Watanabe. He's not a finesse guy. You know, he can score when he's left wide open. He's got good fundamentals, super athletic. But Svi Mikhailuk's a bucket. Even though he hasn't played like it, way more offensive upside by like tenfold. And then Malachi Flynn is younger, better at the sport of basketball, craftier. You know, there's only two guys that play, make, and score consistently and can stretch out the floor and do all that on our team. And that is Fred VanVleet and Malachi Flynn. I know what you're thinking, oh, but Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes is not at the point where you can stretch out the floor consistently. His game isn't perfect. He's very impressive for being a forward. His skill set is remarkable for being a forward. But in terms of true guards, you know, the shooting of Malachi Flynn and the playmaking of Flynn is needed. Svi Mikhailuk, that's instant offense, energy defense. I still put Svi over Yuta Watanabe, personally. But Yuta isn't far down the list. I digress. I will get back to calling the game here, but shouts out to Tom for the super chats. Tom's always down to play devil's advocate with me, to get into an argument. He's always for it, but so am I. So I appreciate Tom. Thank you so much. Yeah, Matt Vu saying free Yuta, Josh. So Matt's agreeing with you, Tom. He's on the Yuta hype train, and it's fair. I like Yuta Watanabe as a player, but I don't see him as the first guy, the second guy, or even the third guy that we want to give minutes to off the bench. That's kind of like my summary statement here. And yeah, Buster pointing out floor general Flynn is hurt. Poor guy. Just starts to get into a rhythm and is hurt. But hey, Chris Paul hurt for the Suns. So, we're missing our floor general, and they're missing one guy who's pretty decent at point guard too. Precious Achiuwa, nice floater. Okay, shouts out to Tom again. The oven mitts are off. Big sneeze in the building. Tied up at 18. 3 minutes to go. Booker hauls one, but misses that from 3 range. And now it's Precious Achiuwa who takes it off the glass. He's going to go the whole way. Ho! Precious throwing it down. Oh, Raptors take the lead. Taking it off the glass and jamming it in transition. The D to the O. And then Shamit misses a 3-pointer. Come on, the Raptors got to get the wheels spinning now. All right, get downhill and go. Boucher from 3 misses. That was a good box out by Shamit on Banton there. But what a play by Achiuwa. Excuse me, I need my flames on right now. Raps get the ball right back. 20-18 the score. Banton getting downhill. He's driving. And then that's out of bounds. Are they going to say it was a foul or tipped or... Yeah, okay, it is a foul charged to the Suns. Excuse me while I sip the Raptor on the rocks. You can see it. He got like 1 step past the free throw line, and he's like, really? No one's pressed out yet? Screw it. Takes flight. Big sneeze. Oh my God. It's weird. Why is Delano Banton's posture like that? I feel like it happens with extremely tall guys, but if that man straightened out, he'd be like 6'11". Like Banton's shoulders sit at like his ear height. It is so weird. I don't mean to like roast the guy right now. I mean, he's like a full head taller, or he's a full foot taller than me, but like, it's a weird observation. Send that man to the chiropractor. And then, oh, there we go. Beautiful cut by Chris Boucher off ball. Gets fed, gets the bucket. 23-18. Let's keep building this momentum. Raps in the bonus. 2 minutes to go. Suns driving, going with the floater, and they kiss it off the glass to hit. That's Holiday, right? It is. I believe is it Aaron Holiday, Justin Holiday? I know Drew's obviously on the Bucks. I think is it Aaron Holiday? Someone tell me in the chat. Siakam with it. He's covered by Booker. Siakam driving, kicking it over to Achiuwa, and Achiuwa gets partially blocked, but Chris Rodman Boucher there to clean up and get the bucket. It's the world's richest garbage man right there. Chris Boucher getting paid about $2 million a season to go out there and pick up the trash. That is my guy. We're drunk off the bagged milk. You guys know the vibes. Delano Banton out to Achiuwa, and now with Siakam. Siakam's covered by Holiday. Oh, that's not Holiday. My bad. Who is that? Siakam misses the floater. That was kind of a nice take, but got to get a little bit more arc and poise when he shoots that. Shamit just misses the 3. Rebounded by Precious. Precious is already kind of running up the numbers right now for rebounds and points. Banton. Oh, nice little dribble set there by Banton. Finds Achiuwa, who misses a 3. I'm happy to see that Achiuwa's kind of got the guts and confidence now to pull up from 3 in a completely set defense. Like he doesn't even look for the wide open shot anymore. He's like, all right, I'm going to yank it. And speaking of yanking it, Booker hits another shot. Suns only down by 1. All right, finish strong here. We only got 34 seconds. Siakam driving on Craig. All right, it's Torrey Craig. I thought it was Torrey Craig. Gary Trent Jr. in the mid-range floater is good. It is good. Gary, bring me my money. Bring me my money. Rent is due. 27-24. 15 seconds left. Suns will pretty close to get the final shot here. There's about 2 seconds difference. Game clock, shot clock. Oh, and Banton, the steal. Great defense. Are they going to foul him? Nope. Siakam for three. Oh, there we go. Pascal Siakam really makes him pay with that. Wraps up by 6. Shamit from center court. We're safe. He misses off the backboard. But wow, great defensive energy by Delano Banton. Gets the ball right back for us. And there we go. Siakam stretching the floor. Luke's telling me to do the thing. What's the thing, Luke? I don't know what he's talking about. I'm just a man drinking my Raptor on the rocks. That's it. Hey, Tom, it's almost your birthday. Hey, man, happy early birthday. How far away is the B-Day? I gotta know. Artisan saying Boucher's threes have a 15% chance of going in. Hey, you're right. But once he hits the first one, there's like a 35% chance that the second shot he takes goes in. And if that one goes in, there's like a 50 to 60% chance that his third three-pointer goes. The more and more he hits in a game, the better and better the chances of him are making it. And I feel like that's kind of general shooting logic. But with Chris Boucher, he's either ice cold or red hot. But what I like about him now that we weren't really getting in the beginning of the season is even when it's one of those games where like he's going to be 0-4 from 3, he's still finding a way to pick up like between 6 and 8 rebounds, a couple blocks, maybe a steal, and just playing high energy, crash the boards basketball. And that's something that he was only doing when he was playing good offensively in the early going of the season. But he has an adjustment period, kind of figures out how to come off the bench. Last season, he was the ultimate green light for us after Aaron Baines ensured we were going to be in the lottery. Once all that was said and done, I got to say, Chris Boucher did a great job. Struggled early. I was ragging on him, but the Canadian has figured it out, man. He's found a way to play with some good energy. And the offense, when it shows up, it shows up in a big way, it seems. And we got another super chat from my man, Adam, a.k.a. the York Baller. He's saying, nice start for the Raps. Not bad, man. On the road in Phoenix. Best team in the NBA. Pretty well healthy roster. I know there's no CP3, but wait, we got no OG Anunoby. Moral of the story is, Adam's right. This has been a really nice start for Toronto. Scotty Barnes has gotten a little bit of his offensively. Precious Achiuwa looks like the next coming of Jaylen Brown. This team's stacked. This team is stacked for about 6 players deep. And then we run into some issues. But we will work this out over the years, guys. It's a retool, not a rebuild. And I think we can already go right back into the first round of playoffs and do some damage, which, you know, I think is postseason basketball is pretty well guaranteed. We'll be in the play-in tournament. But even more so, I still think there's that small chance we get into the 6th seed. And then I also think we could just flat out win in the play-in tournament and find our first round matchup that way. Thad Young gets a rebound over JaVale McGee. I got to say, I'm going to try to hold back the love for the other players for the most part, but JaVale McGee is massively underrated. If Luke's in the chat right now, if Luke is in the chat, I know you were a JaVale McGee fan. People sleep on the man. Shaq ruined his name, just like Stephen A. ruined Kwame Brown's name, but that's okay because I'm watching him with my own 2 eyes on the court right now, and I'm impressed. Not right now, but for the most part, whenever I watch JaVale McGee, he does a great job of his role. He's just a beast. And then the Suns hit a 3. 30-27, the current score. That's Campaign who hit a 3. You guys see the bets in the bottom left corner. Campaign cannot get a double-double. I faded him on the double-double. Just a greasy little odds pad. And then, ooh, wow. Scotty Barnes almost loses the ball. And then he goes up, takes the floater, misses, gets his rebound back. The no look. Oh, my God. JaVale McGee rejects Thad Young. And then we got to foul him. Oh. Wow. That's what I'm talking about, man. JaVale McGee. Getting up there and rejecting Thad Young, who is the clunkiest offensive player I've ever seen in my life. I like Thad, but robbing Scotty Barnes of assists. And then Scotty Barnes gets him back. No. Goes up and reminds JaVale McGee who he is. Gives him a dose of his own medicine. I'll hit a 3 on him, Scotty. Hit a 3! Oh! Hold that L, JaVale. Hold that L. Get blocked. Get stretched out. The 3 is good. 33-27 for the Raps. And then we got a stoppage of play here. I believe there's a foul there on Precious. Wow. Scotty Barnes showing some glimpses of superstardom. Both ends of the floor. Giving top players back what they just handed out. And then hitting a 3. There is no ceiling on what this kid can do in the NBA. You look at that body, you look at that skill set, you look at the system he's in. Other teams are cowering. Scotty Barnes with it right now. You can tell he's feeling it. He's feeling it. He's backing in on Shamet. That's a mismatch. That's a mismatch. Oh, and he almost gets the floater to go. Chris Boucher, great job tipping the inbound, or not the inbound, but the pass there from JaVale McGee, and ultimately the Raptors are fouled. Yes, sir. Great job by Chris. York Baller pointing out that I am lit right now. I'm getting up for this one, guys. This is a special game. The Raptors they won their last one, so it doesn't feel like we're digging ourselves out of a hole anymore. It's like, let's just turn over the page and have a nice chapter here. Go into playoffs or the serious crunch time of the season really, really hot. Let's send a statement to the NBA that we're going to be a problem come the play-in, come the first round. Whenever we're on the court, there's going to be an issue. And then there is a lid on the rim right now. Achua misses that. 2 opportunities in a row. And then Holiday at the other end falls down, but he gets the ball out to Shamet. Craig over to Payne for a deep 3. Cam Payne's hitting that 3-pointer with that janky 3-point shot. Yeah, okay. I dare him to do it again. Fred VanVleet with it. Wraps up by 1. The pick comes from Achua. Fred shoots it over to Chris for the 3. Come on. Misses that one. Scotty Barnes looking for the off-ball foul. Doesn't get it. Cam Payne has it again. Throws it down to Torrey Craig. Torrey Craig inside to McGee. JaVale's going to try to ISO Achua. And then, ooh, really? Wow. All right, second foul charge to Achua there. JaVale McGee tried to go one-on-one on him, and for the most part kind of tripped his way out of bounds, but they're going to say that Precious kept his feet moving there, and it's like a trip call. I didn't even really recognize that signal by the official, but JaVale McGee should be shooting 2 here, I think. And hold on, we got another super chat. Turtle T saying, if Raps make the play-in, does it count as them making the playoffs for Bet365? Raps odds worth 3.25 to make playoffs, so put 150 down to win 480. Turtle T, now you're talking my language, my boy. You are talking my language. I'm not going to give great news here, but I think I'm going to give the accurate news. Typically, when they talk about the playoffs, it's the 8 teams that go into the first round, and then you go from there. The play-in tournament's kind of an added new periphery layer to the playoffs. I don't even know what I'm saying here, guys. But I definitely think that the Raptors need to be in that first round matchup in order to make the playoffs and for your bet to hit. But hey, even if they do end up in the play-in game, I mean, there's a very good chance that they win out and get that first round matchup anyways. So I like your bet. I like where your thinking is. I think that you could have something profitable on your hands, but a lot left to be determined. But I am optimistic. Scotty Barnes with it. Scotty backing in. Ooh. And that was on the... Okay, he misses the shot, but really shook up the supposed depoy candidate there in Mikal Bridges. And then a reverse by Cam Payne. What is going on? They got LeBron playing in a campaign suit right now. What is happening? Fred VanVleet from 3, misses. JaVale gets a big rebound over Boucher. Boucher tried to sell a foul there, didn't get it. Shamet crosses half. Okay, Tom, I'm looking up this Latin you're bringing up here. Icarius? He's described me as Icarius now. Icarly? What does he mean? In Greek, okay. In Greek mythology, Icarus was the son of the master craftsman Daedalus, the creator of the labyrinth. Oh my god. Icarus and Daedalus attempt to escape from Crete by means of wings that Daedalus constructed from feathers and wax. Feathers and wax, Tom? Is that really what you think? Campaign for 3. Thank God he misses that. I was going to demand a drug test at halftime had he hit it. Gary Trent Jr. comes the other way, gets the ball right back from Thad. But hold on, is that going to count for Gary? Is that an and one or is that a foul on Thad? Okay, I'm pretty sure that bucket counts. Chalk it up, man. Gary Trent Jr., bring me my money. You know I got a bet on him tonight. And Turtle T saying, he's got another super chat here. Shouts out to Turtle T. And he is saying, not if, but when I hit, I'm going to send $50 super chat. Hey, Turtle T, I appreciate you, man. Hey, you know what? 50 steep. Enjoy the winnings, man. Enjoy the winnings. Do something fun with it. I sit on here rambling regardless. There's no need to give me 50. I'll give you a really good bet in the future. One of those can't misses, put the mortgage on it. A lock. That's what the kids call it. A lock. I'll give you a lock and then we can split some winnings. But thank you, Turtle T. I appreciate you. D Ned saying, Chris has lost all my love, man. We should have traded him. Why do you have to do good before the deadline and now half of it? You know what? He teed us up, though. He teed us up because if there was ever a time to trade him, it's when a player's doing good. You want to sell high. And he did a great job of gearing up his play for the trade deadline. We decided he was more valuable to us, and I'm down to ride or die with that. I really am. He goes into free agency this offseason. I really do have a hard time imagining that the Raptors re-sign him, but we've had our moments where, you know, we talked about it. Maybe it is more likely that he gets signed. I remember I created a poll asking, would you rather have the Raptors sign Chris Boucher again or sign Thomas Bryant, who was on the Wizards? Maybe he's moved on to a different team now, but I think he's still on the Wizards. A pretty decent young center. Nothing to, cry home about, but pretty decent young center. And most people, I think it was like 60-40 split, said that they would rather re-sign Chris Boucher. And that was on a night when he was playing really good. But it wasn't all too long ago. Chris Boucher is helpful to this team when he's on. Consistency issues, that is definitely an issue. But we'll see what happens this offseason. Hopefully he can just continue to come up big. I have no doubt he'll earn a contract somewhere. That's not really the debate here. But whether or not the Raptors will have any interest in getting back with him on the team, a lot left to be determined, to be completely honest. I'd say if you can get him for what you paid Kem Birch, which is $9 million a year, it's not crazy, but like if you could do that with Chris Boucher and there's no real other good centers out there on the market, and I think maybe you consider it. You consider it. Turtle T saying back to work. We'll be back in 30 after my patrol. Keep up the good work, Josh. Turtle T, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Birch over there to Fred VanVleet. Raps down by 1 at this point. Gary Trent Jr. gets the ball back. So that bucket was not good. That was an on-the-floor foul. Thad Young dribbling in with the left and 1. There we go, Thad. There we go. Showing a little bit of game off the dribble. The OG. Nice. You love to see it. Okay, Tom Moreau explaining the analogy here a little bit. He's saying, LOL Josh, short version, flew too close to the sun, wings melted, he drowned. Interesting, yeah, he said the wings were made of wax. Greek mythology has some crazy way of working itself back to real world situations. Never get too high, never get too low. Tom Moreau coming through with the wisdom. Tom, you are a well-read individual. Tell me your favorite books in the chat. I need to read up on these. I'm going to become Tom Moreau. Except I'm not going to be supporting Yuta Watanabe the way that man does. Gary Trent Jr. with the ball, throws it over to Siakam. Siakam hands it off to Fred VanVleet. Trent Jr. Oh, great extra pass, but Khem Birch, you make me sick, man. Are you serious? No confidence. None. Offensively infrigging capable. Oh. I pray for you, son. You know what? I don't need to. He's locked up on contract for 3 years. He's laughing. He's fine. Okay. Gary Trent Jr. with the ball. In the mid-range, tough shot over Shamet. Gets it. I think he's got his swagger back. Yes, sir. Gary Trent Jr. Remember the name. Okay, I'm loving what I'm seeing from Gary. Hopefully he can keep the ball rolling here. The alley-oop, Ayton makes easy money of that. Wow. 38-38, we got tie game. Fred VanVleet with it now. He's covered by Mikal Bridges. Over to Khem. Gary Trent Jr. going into the paint. Just misses that. Gets the ball right back though. Siakam misses that, and then Thad tries to get the rebound. Great hustle by Thaddeus. He ends up on his back. The Suns tip it out of bounds, so Raptors will get rewarded with possession. Tom Moreau saying Greek mythology used to be taught in schools. I doubt it now. Yeah, it's not as much, but Oedipus, as well as like the Oedipus story. What's it called? Oh my God. I know he ends up like having a kid with his mom or something, and then it's just like this twisted parapia. Like, what's the name of it? What's the name of the actual Oedipus story? Man, I can't remember. I cannot remember. But yeah, Greek mythology is still there to a certain extent. Clearly not enough. I don't remember. I don't remember it, but only limited bits there. Bridges hits a three. VanVleet to Gary Trent Jr. Trent Jr. for three. Answers right back. Right on cue. Oh my God. He has the swagger back, guys. He has his swagger back. That's a dangerous man. Booker elevates, misses that shot. Tries to sell the foul so hard. Get up, my boy. Get up. Siakam. He tells Thad to clear out. He's driving in on Shamet. He's going to try to go under here. He's going to go under. Never mind. Kicks out to VanVleet for three. Misses. Freddie V. Not a whole lot to show from three right now. Oh my God. Okay, you can tell the way that Gary Trent Jr. just fed the ball behind his back after his steal. He's feeling it. He hits the mid-range. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a Gary Trent Jr. spot, and we found him in Phoenix. That's where he was. He was waiting for us to show up. He's back, baby. He's back. Just under 4 minutes to go here until halftime. Bridges hits that at the free throw stripe. Wow. Moving around offensively, finding his shot. All right, Siakam with it. Siakam driving on Shamet, spinning, shooting, and then gets it. There we go. Count it. That's vintage Siakam there. That's got to be so annoying for a defender to deal with. Shamet just does a good job of matching feet, staying right in front of him, and just spin after finally hops up, drops the ball off there, a little teardrop floater, goes, and one. Good job dealing with that. All right, now Siakam. All of these points are going to add up in the end, my guy. It is going to come down to the wire. I know it. I can feel it. Take care of these free throws. This has been an issue for him. Everyone shh. And it's good. And it's good. Knocks it down. Spicy P. Heating up. Pain-causing samurai just finished reading the Iliad. That is the Oedipus book, isn't it? That definitely is the book, the Iliad, isn't it? I've had to reference the Iliad in school before, so tell me I'm right, because otherwise my education was retained not at all. All right, well, we'll keep the Greek mythology for later. But Siakam with the ball, 48-45, wraps up. He's covered by Campaign. Out to Trent Jr. for three. Oh, stay hot, Gary Trent Jr. Okay, someone said it in the chat. When I first came in, someone wrote, I forget who it was. It'll come back to me in a sec, but someone wrote saying, tonight's Gary's night. Whoever you are, what are you doing with the crystal ball? And can I use it to gamble? Scotty Barnes with it. Off-ball foul. Well, that's probably on Siakam, no? To be honest, he kind of pushed off before he cut. Who's that on? But nice court vision there by Scotty, making the quick pass as soon as Siakam got open. But there is a stoppage of play. 51-45, the current score, guys. The Raptors have stayed in the driver's seat, weathered the storm. Anything that the Suns have thrown at them, they've done a good job of answering right back. And Gary Trent Jr., oh my God. Well, I mean, my bet down there should be pretty money tonight, so long as Campaign, that Sid the Sloth looking guy, stays away from a double-double. If he can do that, I mean, it's money in the bank for me. Pray with me, guys. Wow, okay, Campaign's got 15, 3, and 2. He's going off. You know, it's hilarious. I faded him, and he has the most points on the Suns right now by a considerable margin. Devin Booker's got 1/3 of the points that Campaign does right now at halftime versus the Raptors, and Chris Paul's not in the lineup. What? Hey, but that's okay. As long as he keeps all those categories. I mean, he can he could drop a 50 piece for all I care. As long as the Raptors win and that man doesn't have a double-double, I'm laughing. Okay, actually, Gregory Wilson, it might have been you who said it when I first came into the chat, who was like, tonight's going to be Gary's night. If you were like one of the first 2 or 3 people in here and you said that, then you are who I'm thinking of. Or maybe it's Hey, it's Jay. Apparently a few people hot on the Gary Trent Jr. performance tonight, and I guess I was too. In my own respect here, because if you look down, Gary Trent Jr. over 18.5, I did put a points bet on him tonight. I mean, you guys already know that. I just explained it like 10 times. But pointing that out. What is he at right now? What is that explicit number? I know it's good. Go. He's at 15 points too. Him and Campaign are tied for scoring right now. On what friggin' earth, bro? On what friggin' earth? It's okay, though. I'm happy with this. Scotty Barnes already has 9, 4, and 1. Siakam. Okay. 9, 4, and 6. And I think he might be flirting with a triple-double tonight because the 6 is in that assist category, which is a little bit harder to control. He can get 6 rebounds and a half. I mean, we're not even at halftime yet. I repeat, Pascal Siakam is in triple-double territory. I repeat, Pascal Siakam is in triple-double territory. Sound the alarms. Get the parade going. Okay, I think it was Gregory Wilson who pointed that out. Shouts out to Greg. Let me know if I can borrow that crystal ball. And guys, if you're watching this, do me a big favor. Drop a like spike on this video. Help me get up to 100 likes. I'm panhandling for likes right now. I'll do some terrible things for a like. If you guys could keep me from doing those and get me to 100, I mean, you guys are the best. It would mean a lot. Thank you, guys. Siakam stretches it from 3, just misses, and it's rebounded there by Mikal Bridges. Ball with Campaign right now. Payne over there to Booker. Booker's telling everyone to clear out. Thad Young's covering him. All right, Thad. If he gets by you, tackle him like you're playing football. And then Jay Crowder for 3. Okay, Jay Crowder is like one of, if not like the best role player in the NBA. Role player. I know there's like, it's an ambiguous thing to categorize, but in terms of guys that can come off the bench, that can start, that can, you know what I mean? A role player, like a Danny Green type. Not many people do it better than that guy. Thad Young just misses a 3, but Kem rebounds it to Gary. Gary, he can't miss. That's point number 18. We're already at the line. Oh my God, Gary Trent Jr., go off. You can only keep a good man down for so long. I know Gary Trent Sr. right now is somewhere in his fur coat, just nodding his head, looking at the TV like, I taught him that. Barnes pressing out on the shot there by Booker. Great defense. Booker just misses. Really nice defense. Then Scotty wants the ball. And then, wow, taken away by Crowder. Crowder is a player. And we've sort of watched this guy blossom in the league, to be honest. Like, I remember on the Celtics, he was okay, but nothing to be that worried about. And then he went to the Jazz, I believe, kind of got pretty good. And now he's on the Suns. And he's a lights-out shooter is the word I'm looking for. Underrated defender, too. Barnes gets the offensive rebound, puts it back up. That is good. There we go. I'm liking the way we're playing right now with a little bit of purpose, some hustle, doing a little bit of everything at the moment. 56-50. Final 10 seconds. Booker has it in his hands. This will be the last shot of the game. Payne with it, driving. Throws it down to Ayton. Ayton goes up with it, and that's just too easy, bro. 0.8 left. That is too easy. Wow, okay, we got it right up to half. Gary Trent Jr. gets set, takes a shot, grazes the front of the rim. But, I mean, better shot than I thought we would get off with 0.8 seconds left. But, I mean, OG Anunoby versus the Celtics. 0.8 seconds has been a friend of the Raptors before. All right, guys. Well, it is that time of night. It's the Hot Takes segment. I'll be taking a couple callers in. I don't know if I've seen, to be honest, I don't know if I have seen Marcel or Magnetic in the chat right now. You know what? I don't know if they're in there, but no, we'll work it out. I'll wait for one of them to reach out to me, and we'll get them on to talk quickly. I'm going to start segueing into some different halftime shows. I mean, I absolutely love having the community call in. It's one of my favorite things, but we're going to start doing some more, I'll say, sponsor-friendly things to help, with the monetization of the channel with other brands and, some BS corporate stuff, guys. I'm sorry, but I will still try to get people to call in to my best capacity. It's been a lot of fun, and of course, you guys know that. I mean, I got big time love for the community before anything else. I'm literally one of you guys. I was watching this podcast before everything, but interesting night tonight in the NBA. I'm going to go look at the board right now. You guys let me know what you think of the NBA action tonight. Earlier, I have not checked up on this matchup. I don't know how it's going, but I was saying Memphis is going to cover the spread. They're going to win by at least 10 points versus the New York Knicks, who are winners of 3 straight, but still. New York's going to come right back down to earth, bro. Like, they're playing loose and light, and, the underdog story. They'll beat some top teams just because, they catch them on an off night and they humble a team. Whatever. That'll happen. But Grizzlies, they're on a mission. They don't have a whole lot of injuries right now. My guy Dylan Brooks is still out, but I think definitely they should win by at least 10. So I'm going to see what that game's at right now. So right now, the score of that matchup. Are you serious? Oh. No. Oh. Bro, I'm in the freezer right now. Never take gambling advice from me. Never. The Knicks are up 96-87 at the end of the third quarter on the Grizz. In what world? Bro, that's egregious. Are you serious? Oh. That's foul. Okay, moving on from that. Cleveland right now in Miami. Miami's up 85-72 on Cleveland. As a Raptors fan, is there anything you love more to see than Cleveland getting whooped by Kyle Lowry and the fellas? It's a sight for sore eyes. I want that 6th seed. A team that is as injured as the Cavaliers should not hold on to the 6th seed instead of us. Should not happen. We're going and taking that. Jazz is up right now by about 7 points on the Spurs. No surprises there. Jazz will probably roll. Wow, the Magic have been kind of up to something recently. What is up with the Orlando Magic? They take down the T-Wolves 118-110 tonight. Anybody got some basketball insider information here? Mo Bamba dropping 27-12 and 2 blocks. Why is Orlando balling right now? They beat some good teams. They're playing way better competitive basketball. Maybe it's because they're at that point of the season where it's like, okay, all seriousness is gone. You guys can just go out there and hoop. That does a lot for teams. But this is surprising. Orlando's kind of been on a tear, if I'm not mistaken. Someone give me some reasons down here in the chat. Yeah, the chat right now just going off about Gary Trent Jr. People are thrilled to see this man back with his swagger on. Like this is the Gary Trent Jr. that takes it personal. That's going to come back the very next play and go at you and let you know after. He's a boss. I'm trying to think of who Gary Trent Jr. is like in the NBA. Like demeanor-wise. It's going to take a moment. It's going to take a moment to come to. I want to say maybe like a little bit of a Jimmy Butler. You know, two very different careers right now. I mean, Gary Trent Jr. is 23 years old. We'll give him a minute, but that kind of get into you on defense, get into you offense, rise up for the moment. And I know Gary Trent Jr. hasn't exactly been Mr. Clutch his whole time in Toronto. Even recently, he hasn't really been Mr. Clutch, but you get what I mean. When you poke the bear, it brings out a different side of him, and he's not going to back down from anybody. I do see a little bit of Butler in this game. A little bit. You know, shot creator, two-way player, wears a headband. All the essential things, really. Anthony, are you comparing Gary to Russ? That's an interesting one. You know, Russ gets jacked up. You know, Russ does respond when the bear is poked. You are not wrong there, but I wouldn't have pinned that comparison per se. But hey, to each their own. Tom Moreau sounding like a broken record with this. He's saying we will be sorry we didn't go get Mo Bamba. This man's been on the Mo Bamba bandwagon before people knew Mo Bamba was this good. I'm impressed because I'm like, I don't want some guy that got drafted high and like never lived up to the expectation and has like a stupid song written after him that, you know, that's like the most famous thing about him. You know, just something about it. It seemed like a player the Raptors wouldn't go for. The Raptors want that guy you've never heard of before who grew up in New Zealand, Africa, and Canada, and then now is like a player. You know, they want that guy versus the dude who, you know, got drafted super high and is in rap music and stuff. I don't know. Maybe I'm pulling these observations and rules of the Raptors organization completely out of nowhere, but it didn't seem like a great fit to me at first, but credited. I think if we did go and get him, I mean, we would only be happy with the results because he has worked on his game a ton. Absolutely a ton. Pretty formidable two-way guy, still very young. They are guard heavy, but when Orlando gets back Jonathan Isaac, they're going to be not a problem, but an issue. Not quite a full-blown problem yet, but they're working their way up. They got a while. Franz Wagner helps out too, gives them a wing player. Okiki's pretty good. Jeff for sale one saying Russ is washed. How about okay, I got to ask. I'm going to go into the chat right now, and I'm going to make this poll. How many of you guys feel bad for Russ? Simple as that, guys. No need to overthink it. Do you feel sad when you see Russ getting trashed the way he is in his own arena with his family in attendance, you know, as a Hall of Famer who's just out there still trying to impact the game? Do you feel bad for him? I don't even know if I do, but let me put in the poll here. Do you feel bad for Westbrook? Yes. No. You know what? We'll pick a side here. No neutral answer. Yes or no? The man does get paid, like $42 million a season? So it's like, I'll let people make fun of my jump shot in a crowded arena for $42 million. Heck, if you pay me $42 million, I might just padlock the gym and go get a jump shot. But I'm not in that situation, so the league is saved for now. But the moral of the story here is I don't think I feel that bad for Russ Westbrook. And he's the first guy to like do the "you too little" or the rock the baby to sleep and stuff. You know, if he was Mr. Humble like DeMar DeRozan, where it was like, no, he's just a nice guy. He's just a nice guy, cool dude. But, you know, Russ is kind of, I like his hustle. I like his passion, man. I wouldn't change a damn thing about Russ. But he enjoyed being at the top. He enjoyed, you know, babying other players, his competition, rubbing it in. You know, he soaked up that limelight. He's made millions. I don't know if I feel bad. You know, obviously some element of the human to human, I do feel sad seeing him like, you know, I can't have my son hear me call Westbrook by a whole arena of our own fans. You know, that's sad. It's like, oh, wow. You know, he doesn't want his son kind of like hearing him getting talked out of his place. Like, it's like awkward and weird. Like, I do feel a way about it, but Russ, man, you know, to go and complain about it in pressers is only going to make it worse. Honestly, it will only make it worse. Own it. Have the Lakers print out a Westbrook jersey and put it on your back and then go start splashing threes. That's the only way to deal with what's going on now. Sorry, guys. I'm a bit congested right now. It's just this Russ topic gets me tearing up sometimes, you know. Don't call him Westbrook. MVP Russ was a different animal, though. Jeff for Sale 1 saying he liked to be the villain. He did. He did. If he likes being the villain so bad, go play for the Nets. That is a full squad full of villains. Let me look through the chat a little bit more here. But guys, if you're watching this right now and you have not liked this video, do me a big favor. Drop a like, help out the channel. It goes a long, long, long way, and I promise to keep delivering on this content for you guys. Thank you. Tom Moreau saying feel bad for is not the same as asking if he's washed, though. Very important distinction. Yes, that is true. Mike Vick saying a lot of time left in the Memphis game. Mike, you're right, but I look at that score right now and I feel scared. Oh, hold on, Mike. Maybe you're onto something. The score is now 99-94. Albeit the Grizzlies are still losing, and they got to somehow find a way to get out to a 10 spread. There's hope here. You're right. There's hope here. Not a whole lot of it, but there's some. Hey, man, we'll see. We'll see. Scooby-Doo asking me, do you like mustard on soggy bread? Yeah, I love it. Okay, Predator Kingdom bringing up a funny point here. Westbrook's fashion is insane. It is insane. Him, Chris Paul, who else has some of like the most out-of-pocket fashion? Okay, Serge Ibaka's fashion. It's, you know what? It's classier than I feel like a lot of guys in the NBA where like he wears like high-scale, like European, very artistic. I sound like him as I'm saying this, but you know what I mean. He is actually about high fashion. Some of the street fashion in the NBA is absolutely mind-boggling. You guys got to look up that Chris Paul image. I'm sure you guys have already seen it. It's always captioned with the NBA saw Chris Paul wear this fit to a game and made sure he would never win a ring. It is a classic meme, man, and it is so accurate. Chris Paul, he's the head of the NBA PA, or at least he was. It's CJ McCollum now, but they should have, first order of business is find him before giving him the position for putting on that outfit. Oh, okay, Lucas Gomez bringing up a good point. Kyle Kuzma's fashion. Okay, York Baller says Kuzma. Play Tellis says Kuzma. The Kuzma sweater. That was hilarious. That thing was like dragging across the floor as he walked into the game, and he got it in like a hot pink color. And don't get me wrong, like men wear pink, but like the whole entire thing together was like, you're at an NBA game, man. You don't need to show up dressed like that. Some of the best fashion that's ever graced the league is those old draft suits. I'm talking about Timmy Duncan wearing his. You guys know the ones I'm talking about. I think LeBron even kind of had one. Maybe not actually, but LeBron might have been on point for his draft. But I know for a fact that era of like Tim Duncan, KG, like those guys at their draft, the oversized suits is a look. Could I wear an oversized suit and look cool? Not really, because I'm like way too short. But hey, if you're like 7 feet tall, wear a baggy suit, man. It makes you look like a gangster. If that's what you're going for. Yeah. You guys remember in Goodfellas, there's that movie, or sorry, that part of the movie where Henry Hill knocks on his door and his mom answers. And he's in the mafia at this point, and he's wearing a nice suit. And his mom's like, "Oh my God, Henry, you look like a thug." And I just thought it was so funny because, yeah, the guys who were organized criminals back in the day, like, yeah, they walked in looking at it like it was the 2003 NBA draft. All right, I think we're getting back here to the second half, guys. Without the full-blown hot takes segment going on anymore, I will find some more creative ways to occupy halftime other than talking about Kyle Kuzma's fashion and Goodfellas. But I appreciate you guys for hanging out through half with me today. Gary Trent Jr., for anyone who's just chiming in now, he is a dangerous man at the moment. He currently has, what is it? At least he's got 18 points right now, leads the team. Cameron Payne's got at least 15 for the Suns, which is insane. But Raptors are up 56-52. Let's see how far we can go. Kem Birch kicks it out there to Pascal Siakam. Surprise, Kem is still on the court. Siakam, that was good defense there by Mikal Bridges, but Raptors will retain possession. All right, Fred VanVleet inbounding the ball. And guys, if you have not already, do me a big favor. Drop that like spike. Help me get up to 100 likes. We're getting there. We're just over halfway. I am literally begging you. Thank you. Air ball for Siakam. Suns will be getting the ball back. Cannot be having that spicy. All right, Campaign with the ball. It is so weird to see Campaign in this prominent of a role on the best team in the NBA. I know CP3 is out, but still, the fact that this can happen is very interesting. There you go. Devin Booker getting the pretty nice shooter's role there. Gets the mid-range to sit. Wraps up by 2. Barnes with it. Driving. Floater. Ooh, air ball. Yeah, that was good defense, but not the best shot for Scotty. Booker gets doubled, throws down to Bridges, then to Ayton. Ayton just misses that floater. And Ayton isn't the same guy without Chris Paul in the lineup. He is not the same dude. Fred VanVleet gets stripped by Jay Crowder. Wow, Jay Crowder's so good. And then Bridges, he misses that crazy athletic layup. But then there to clean up the garbage is Ayton, making me eat my own words. Whatever, big man. You can get those garbage buckets, but without your daddy, CP3 there to spoon feed you the ball in the post, you're not going to do a whole lot. Fred VanVleet to Kem Birch. Kem Birch, the floater. Come on, Kem. Hit the floater. Oh. So incapable at offense. Wow. All right. Ayton with it. Hands it off to Devin Booker. D-Book shoots the deep 3. Thank God he misses. That would have been a bit of a backbreaker. We're at a tie game right now. Backbreaker, relative term here. It's very early in the second. Gary Trent Jr., the mid-range is good. It's good. He is in his rhythm. He's stroking the ball right now. Hey, and Tom Murrow bringing up MLB fans happy. Yes, we are happy, Tom, because the Blue Jays are legitimate contenders. I got to say, last year when they finished the season, like, what was it? Like 93-71 or something? Like, they got to be one of the best all-time teams to not make the playoffs in the MLB. You have the Cy Young pitcher. You have number 2 and 3 in MVP voting in the AL. Gary Trent Jr. Gary Trent Jr. I nearly just shut down the live. It's his live tonight. That is insane. pulling up and knocking that down. Oh, that's a bad man. That is a bad man. Okay, hold on. Are they going to count that? Yeah, that whatever happened was on the opposite side of the court. That shot should count. It should count. I'm a fun guy asking, how tall are you, Josh? I'm 5'10". 6 foot in basketball shoes. Really elevated basketball shoes. Like I need like KDs or something, but 5'10" is what I stand at in socks. Siakam shooting the extra shot there because he was fouled off ball. He gets it. Ayo. So a 4-point play for Toronto. That's a nice little swing. 62-59 right now. Campaign driving, hands it off there to Bridges. Bridges gets swatted by Birch, but he's already fouled. He'll be shooting too. Detroit Pistons saying send Birch to the Shanghai Sharks. It's pretty crazy. I know that Campaign had to play for the Shanghai Sharks, didn't he? Or was it maybe the Liaodong Leopards? Some team in the CBA he played for. I think it was the Sharks though. Pretty sure it was the Sharks. But do you guys know that Barstool character? What's his name? Oh, is it like Donnie or something? But he's got the Boston accent. He was always talking about going to the Shanghai Sharks game. And he goes there and like breaks in and he always gets kicked out. He shows up in disguises. It is so sketchy doing that stuff in China. I don't know why on earth he plays with his life like that. But it makes for hilarious content. That is for certain. Scotty Barnes misses the point blank floater. Oh, that thing just rimmed out. That's tough. Looking like Scotty at the All-Star game there. I'm going to say that line every single missed shot for the rest of the year for him. Campaign. The mid-range jumper misses and is rebounded by Van Vliet, outletted to Siakam. Raptors are off to the races. Getting downhill, getting the layup. Ooh, beautiful. Beautiful going at the heart of the defense. That ball was stopped up there by Jay Crowder, but nothing stopped in terms of Siakam's momentum. Gets the bucket, and then Devin Booker answers with a three. A nice step-back three at that. Wow. Tied up at 64. This has been tick for tack, back and forth. Van Vliet in the mid-range just misses. He wanted the foul call there, does not get it. Yeah, I've been noticing Fred Van Vliet. He's had these issues shooting the ball. He's tried a lot harder to get fouled, and it just hasn't really been a nice recipe for him tonight. The calls have not been consistently there, and I feel like it's because his shot is struggling so hard. He's not genuinely being fouled right now. Guys are letting him go and get his takes a little bit more than they normally would. All right, good job, Fred, trying to hustle out on that. They stripped the ball from Booker, but it is going to stay Suns' ball. 8 minutes left until the fourth. Jeremy W. asking, how can you feel bad for Westbrook when every team he has gone to has gotten worse? Like, change your game, man. Figure it out. Damn, Jeremy. Damn. Wow. You didn't need to do that to him. But fair enough. Hey, man, if you're making $44 million playing a sport where you essentially get God status to go with it, and then you're going to, like, complain that people are calling you Wes Brick because you genuinely just can't make a shot because like you're not good enough or didn't practice enough, like whatever you want to attribute it to. I think you can always break it down to you didn't have enough reps. You know, you're right. There shouldn't be a whole lot of pity here, but it is just awkward and sad hearing him talk about it. Oh, Scotty Barnes, that's a man's bucket right there. That's a friggin' man's bucket. Ooh, hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, I've found the bald mamba in the grass. He's reared his head up to drop a super chat. That's my saying. Gary woke me up from my slumber. It's not how you start. It's how you finish. Marcel Martin dropping the big super chat there. Noticing that Gary Trent Jr. has been awakened. He's woke. Gary's playing great. Everything he's putting up is going in, and I'm just seeing that swagger from him. Oh, great job by Scotty slapping away that alley-oop attempt. The defense for him has been dialed in tonight. Barnes gets it in the high post. Oh, one-handed whips it over to Gary Trent Jr. on the other side of the court. Trent Jr. over to Siakam. Siakam in the mid-range just misses, and it's rebounded by Bridges. But shouts out to the Bald Mamba, Marcel Martin. He's saying we the cheeks right now. He's trying to bring the good vibes, the good energy here. Appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, Marcel. Partner in crime. Courtside Digest, the man. Check him out, guys. I'm excited for him to start creating his own content on there. It's going to be a lot of fun. Graham asking, what did Gary eat for breakfast? I don't know, man. I do not know, but he's got to start eating that before every single game. Just making myself another Raptor on the rocks here. Apologies. Marcel Martin saying a consistent Raptors team is a scary team. That is true. You know what? The best consistency for the Raptors, the best consistency is availability. I think, the old expression goes, the best ability is availability. That's complete BS. But when it comes to an already established professional team that has very good starters like the Raptors, the best ability is availability. We were looking absolutely egregious without without Gary Trent Jr., without Fred VanVleet and OG Anunoby. OG is still out with the busted finger. You know, Fred's back, and he doesn't look amazing tonight, but still, you feel his presence in a multitude of ways. When you get OG Anunoby back too, I think that's when you get back to clicking a little bit, and you can see how far you can take this thing, make a postseason push, all that good stuff. But consistency and health, that is the big key missing factor right now for this team. IMO. Alan's saying, okay, Alan's been on this for a minute now. I mean, a lot of Raptors fans have. He said, put Barnes in the effing post already. Alan, I agree with you. It's weird. We're making him earn his stripes when it's like, just tear the training wheels off. Tear off the training wheels. Hand this kid the keys to the city. Put the ball in his hands in the post. And Scotty, go put the damn thing in the bucket. I hear you, dude. I hear you, Alan, completely. I don't know. I'm somewhere in the middle of, I get why we need to build him up with the right tendencies and, award him with new responsibilities as he goes. But there are a lot of games where we look offensively frustrated and we're not directing shots through him whatsoever. And when I say offensively frustrated, I mean like he's not getting looks. The team's offensively frustrated. Scotty isn't really looking to take over on offense. And clearly he wants to. He said he wants to. So getting that green light more, I think it could be beneficial, no doubt. He'll have it soon enough, but I'm starting to be on Allen's side here. The sooner, the better for Scotty's green light. But whoever greenlit Gary today made a good decision. We got another super chat from another legend. Raptor on the rocks is the best. Paul Blunt shouting out the drink right now. I got my Julian, if anyone knows the Trailer Park Boys, a Canadian classic. Marcel, have you seen the Trailer Park Boys? Marcel is a good old Texas boy, so I don't know if he's seen the Trailer Park Boys, but the Trailer Park Boys is an amazing show. It's a Canadian classic. Marcel, if you have not seen it, I bet you, I know Americans watch it. I don't know if it's made its way down to Texas or Louisiana, but you got to check it out, man. It's on Netflix. Go look at it. You probably already have seen it. Okay, and we got, speak of the devil, another super chat from Marcel. He's saying, sorry for the absence. Work has been running me on very little sleep. Bald Mamba times Goody Mob collab tomorrow. Give the people what they want. All right, Marcel, people getting what they want. I'll see you tomorrow. We got the Bald Mamba co-hosting with me right there and then. So looking forward to that. 69-66, Raps up by 3. Fred VanVleet inbounds the ball to Birch. Gets it right back. Okay, Scotty Barnes went up to dunk it and kind of realized he was way too far away. Threw it at the rim, gets the bucket, but then they call the travel? That's tough. Okay, Marcel Martin says, Trailer Park Boys, funny as hell. Okay, and we got Paul Blunt dropping the propane, the Hank Hill line there. Okay, I gotta say, King of the Hill was never, it never made me laugh, but I still, kept watching it, you know? It's weird. It's not funny, but, it is. It's kind of like that show Bob's Burgers. Like, I don't know. I'll be watching and be like, okay, I just watched like 3 episodes. I didn't laugh once. This is a comedy. Like, what's going on? But hey, they're doing something right. Shouts out to Paul Blunt for the super chat. Tied here at 69. Fred VanVleet with the ball. Takes the pick there from Siakam. VanVleet with it. Still trying to make a decision. Feeds it down to the low post to Pascal. And then Pascal. What is that pass? My guy. What is that pass? The Suns take it the other way. Jay Crowder's going to yank it from 3. I can't even look. He misses. Okay. Birch rebounds it. Gives it to Trent. Trent Jr. chopping it up. Going in to Birch. To Siakam. Yeah, Birch doesn't even want to shoot the ball anymore, and I don't blame him. Siakam. Wow. That was a nice shot. That was a nice little baseline J. Got to get the flames on for that. Jeff Versale once saying, dang it, Bobby. I can't even do it, man. I don't want to be able to do it. And then was that Booker? Booker with a nice little floater. All right. Fred VanVleet. We're tied at 71 here. 4:30 left in the third quarter. Gary Trent Jr. throws it over to Fred. Fred's at the logo. Siakam in the mid-range. Wow, there we go. Back-to-back mid-range J's. Nothing but net. Spicy P. That's the version of Pascal I need. Oh, you love to see it. Ayton with it in the high post. Kicks it out there to Jay Crowder. Jay Crowder's the size of a goddamn grizzly bear. Oh, and then he misses that shot. He wants the foul. That was a foul. Whatever, though. Let's keep going. Fred VanVleet for 3. Come on, bury him. Bury him. Yes, sir. Oh, Jay Crowder's going to be red about that one. He's going to be hot. Oh, he's going to be... I saw him look over at the ref. He's like, so help me God, man. I got fouled shooting a 3. And then Fred VanVleet drops one on our head. That's a 6-point swing. Wow. Did he get teed up? I honestly, guys, I can't hear anything. I bet you he got teed up. Hell, I might have even gotten teed up if I was Jay Crowder. He did get teed up. Oh, my God. Okay, Gary Trent Jr. hits that one, and he's got another one. Is that a double tech? If it's a double tech, he's out. Why are there 2 shots in a row? It should only be the one if it's a single tech. Maybe Monty picked one up, head coach of the Suns. I don't know, man. But hey, the Raptors are now up 7, so I'll take it. I'll take it all day. So as you guys can see, my bet is looking nice right now. As long as our friend Cameron Payne has stayed away from the double-double, then I think we're good. What's Payne at? Yeah, no, we're good, guys. We are good. 15, 3, and 4 is Payne's line. So a very impressive game from Cameron Payne. Shouts out the former Raptor, the former Shanghai Shark, the current Sid the Sloth lookalike. You know, he's having a night. I said it earlier. I think that's LeBron wearing a Sid the Sloth costume with a Suns jersey on. So he's been playing really good. But whoever has Payne on the back of their jersey right now, they're having a night. Not a double-double, though. And thank God. Devin Booker turns it over there to Precious Achiuwa. Great hands and lane anticipation. And that's bad. Ooh. All right. Thad Young. Go end someone's season. Go do it, Thaddeus. They're going to go headhunt Precious there in transition. I want it back in blood. Okay, you know Precious is selling it a little bit. Like, there's no way it actually hurt him that much. I don't think it did. I think he's okay. He's definitely selling the fact that he just got mugged. But yeah, Thad. Take care of it. Take care of it. Okay, and so wait, hold on. It is actually accurate that Moses Brown got picked up by Cleveland. Why on earth do they need a whole friggin' team that's 7 feet tall? Why? This is like getting out of hand. Like, leave some height for the rest of us. I'm only 5'10". Whatever, man. Whatever. $78-71, 3:27 left until the fourth quarter. They're definitely doing a review here. I mean, that's a flagrant. I understand it. You're not going to let someone get the easy bucket. I don't even really know what to say here other than, like, I get it. That is a flagrant. Precious, I know you're not hurt. Raptors, I don't blame you if you send someone back to go blow someone up. That's not really in the spirit of basketball, but, like, if you can, if Booker's going to, like, run down the lane for an easy floater, like, grab him. Like, just do something to, like, piss off the Suns, because that's kind of gutless. Oh, sorry, no. Let me rephrase. It's not gutless. It's the right play. It's just, there's certain unwritten rules in sports. That's how it goes. You're going to take a lick at our guy when he's vulnerable like that? Okay, we'll return the favor and we'll just hope that no one gets hurt. Unwritten rules. Predator Kingdom saying Gary was laughing at Siakam getting mad. That is funny. I don't know why I find that so funny, but it is. Tom Moreau saying, never thought I'd say we can't afford to have Precious get hurt, but we can't afford to have Precious get hurt. Yeah, no, Tom, don't worry. We already graduated this man. He's got the oven mitts off. How is it that he only has 4 points right now, though? I swear I've seen him get 3 buckets. The Raptors on the rocks has me hallucinating right now. I swear I saw Precious at least get 3 buckets, but he's at the line right now, hits the first. There we go. There we go. You know what, Nettie, as much as, like, I'd get Nettie's saying it's not that they didn't hit his head. When he's falling down, he hit his head on Booker's knee. Oh, I didn't see that. I think it's still a flagrant, though, if you don't make a play on the ball. There has to be a play on the ball, and there wasn't really there. I think, like, the flagrant 2 is when there's, like, no play on the ball plus intent to injure. Achua over there to Fred VanVleet. Freddie V with it on the perimeter. He's going to jack a deep one over JaVale. Ooh, and ices it. Hold that L, Suns. Hold that L. There we go. Wraps up by 12 right now. All right, hold on and believe, though. Bridges misses that reverse, and that... Oh. What? You're telling me Fred VanVleet just rocked JaVale McGee? Is that what happened? Get serious, my boy. That is ridiculous. All right. Well, hey, the Raps up by 12. Things feel pretty good right now, guys. They feel pretty good. Marcel Martin saying, I need to see Malice in the Palace. We do need to see that, but oh my God. That is one of the crazier things that's happened in sports. That's a full-on hockey moment in the NBA. For anyone that doesn't follow hockey too much, Ty Domi in Toronto would literally beat the wheels off of guys who were yipping at him when he was in the penalty box. He'd reach over the glass and just absolutely take them to town. That's just a rare type of mentality, honestly. I think it's better that these things have aged out of the world, but maybe sprinkle it back in every once in a while. Maybe I'm making too big of a deal over what just happened to Achua, but the big sneeze is my guy. Like, we got to protect him. Just got another ad for the new Batman. Someone came in the chat the other day hyping this up, saying it was the best superhero movie they've ever seen. I find that hard to believe when I know that is the Dark Knight Rises the one with Bane? Whatever the one with Bane is, where he shows up at the football field and, like, basically just announces the apocalypse. Like, that is the craziest Batman ever. Ever. And if you're telling me that Robert Pattinson just, like, one-upped that whole movie, that's going to be tough to accept. I'm going to need to see it with my own 2 eyes. But reviews have been great. Give me the thoughts on that one in the chat. And also, guys, if you are watching this right now, do me a big favor. I need 44 likes to get up to 100. If you guys can help me get there, well, I mean, I would have the deepest eternal appreciation for each and every one of you. So guys, if you can help make that happen, it'd be the best. Thank you so much. Aiden saying Batman is S tier. Oh God, it is good, eh? KKQ saying, yo, Suns better win today. Bro, do you know where you are right now? Do you know where you are right now? Fred VanVleet hit that big three there, and that was right after Jay Crowder got fouled. There was no call. You love to see it. And yeah, he was absolutely hot with the officials over that one. Picked up a technical, at least. Somehow someone else on the Suns staff picked up a tech to go with it. Hold on, here we go. We got some super chats. Okay, Marcel saying, you need to rock the Bubbles look from Trailer Park Boys. Hey, man, I look like Julian right now. I got the drink on. I just need my chain exposed. I need that tight black t-shirt, a little bit of a goatee. Then I'm Julian. But Tom Moreau also following up with a super chat of his own. And he is saying, Batman does not wear armor mail. So there's no armor in the new Batman movie, supposedly. So he's just a guy with a black belt. Interesting. Just a rich guy with a black belt and a lot of money. What? Rich guy, a lot of money. Same thing. But, you know. It's getting late, guys. It's getting late. KKQ, I'm playing with you, man. Stick around. Stick around. Hang out a little bit. Watch this one from behind enemy lines. I know that you're a Suns fan, but hey, it's all right. Come join the North just for today. I won't tell anyone. Raptors hit both free throws, 85-73. Raps already in the bonus here with over 2 minutes to go in the third. Holiday being hounded by Banton. Booker with it now. He's double teamed. Kicks it down to Shamet. JaVale wants the alley-oop. He's not going to get it. There we go. Suns miss, and the Raptors rebound it. Trent Jr. out there to Achua. Achua going to go at Devin Booker? Okay. Okay, this is the matchup I didn't know I needed. And then, what's going on there? What's going on there? Are you telling me that Achua just somehow turned over the ball? I know it was ugly, but what did he do that was illegal? I hope KKQ didn't leave. I want a Suns fan in here to see this. All right, Torrey Craig at the line. I am dead confused on what just happened there. I guess. Okay, the ball does not lie. Torrey Craig misses his first, so I know that shouldn't have happened. The basketball gods have given me the answer I needed. Thank you. We can move on. Torrey Craig going to shoot a trivial second here. He's going to miss this. Hits it. He hits it. All right, Banton now with it. Raps up by 11. No lead is safe in the NBA, especially against a team this good on the road. Have your wits about you. Siakam with it. Out on the perimeter. Gives it over to Gary Trent Jr. Gary for three. Come on. Oh my God. Gary Trent Jr. There's not a shot he can't make. There we go. Gorgeous hit. Hey, and M plays. Shouts out to you in the chat, man. I don't normally play super chats for people who haven't donated, but M plays. This one goes out to you and KKQ because, man, I appreciate love from anywhere. Even if it's from behind enemy lines, anyone's welcome in this chat. It's a fun watching party. I appreciate you guys coming out. Siakam. Ooh, the spin move. Yes, sir. That's patented, trademarked. It's in his bag. And it is scoring right now on the Suns. Booker shoots the three, gets it to go. How much does D-Book have in this game? Devin Booker scored, okay, only 16 points. Thought it'd be a little bit worse. We're not even in the fourth yet, though. Think, Josh. Think. Gary Trent Jr. with it, covered by Shamit. Trent Jr. chopping it up on the dribble, steps back for another three. You're kidding me. Okay, he misses that one. And then, what? Okay, loose ball foul. Chris Boucher fouls a Suns player, and they are getting the ball back for that reason. Up by 13, though. Up by 13. And guys, if you're watching this right now, do me a big favor. We need 25 likes to get to 100. If you guys can power me there right now, that'd be a Christmas miracle. Thank you, guys. Holiday hits both free throws there. Raps up by 11. Kem Birch is talking to Scotty Barnes on the bench. Scotty probably doesn't even know who Kem is. Pascal bringing up the ball right now. Siakam driving. Back out to Precious for three. Come on. Come on. Yes, sir. That three-pointer is money. Oh, yes, sir. Precious Achiuwa. The big sneeze. Stand up. Stand up. Holiday for three. Hits that. That was a nice shot. We got a super chat, ladies and gentlemen. And guess what? Marcel, the bald Mamba Martin. He's saying we'd be a top team in the league if we were consistent. You know what? I think, okay, Spicy P. Ghost Pepper P. Sorry, where are my manners? Knocking that one down from 3-point range. But you know what? I think that could be said for a lot of teams in the NBA. Honestly, consistency is, it's not just bought or acquired. Like, that's something you got to work on, and that's a strength on your team. It's not just a trivial side part of it all. If you're not consistent, you're not going to win. And I think that if the Raptors, I still get what you're saying, Marcel. It's like, regardless of whether you need to earn it or it's given, like, if we were just more consistent, period, we would have more wins. But I'm just saying, I think it's a normal issue for teams that don't get a ton of wins in the NBA, right? Consistency is key. And then you got to think about the injuries and how that affects it. We don't really have a deep bench. I get what Marcel's saying, and he is dead on to say it. But I also got to accept the fact that if we're not consistent, it's our own fault. And he backs it up saying, we are so deadly when consistent. I mean, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. And shouts out to the 150 people watching right now. I appreciate everyone in the chat. Even the Suns fans. Even the Suns fans. Detroit. Oh my God. Detroit Pistons animations telling me that Memphis beat the Knicks 118 to 114, bro. Why didn't they just roll right over? Who's even playing for the Pistons? No, the Pistons. Sorry. The Knicks. They've taken out Nerlens Noel for the season, to my knowledge. They've taken out Kemba Walker for the season, to my knowledge. They got like RJ and Mr. Inconsistent Julius Randle. Like, versus the Grizz? Oh. Dude, I'm hot about this one. I gave this pick as my company pick. This is not just some hot take that came out of nowhere. This was something I said to my job. I said, I like this pick. They missed the pick. That's messed up. I'm never going to another Knicks game again. I've never been to one, but I'm never going. Ray saying, honestly, I don't care what anyone says. OG is key for our team. He's definitely key. I mean, he is 110% a big key for us. You know, I feel like most people that watch the Raptors on a night-to-night basis would not argue that one with you. If anything, I've been like especially hard on OG just because, and I'll revisit this. I haven't said it in a while, but my normal listeners definitely know that this comes out of my mouth a fair bit. There's been way too much excitement about OG's ability as a ball handler. It's not all there. I'm telling you, it looks good because he came into the league with basically zero ability to dribble the ball and let alone score off the dribble. Now, when he does it once or twice in a game, we lose our mind and start talking about running plays through him. That's not the best version of OG Anunoby. It's good if he has that skill set, but for the most part, I think your team's in your best situation when you just let OG Anunoby play off ball, shoot open shots, and lock down the opposing best player. Not mean to rain on OG's parade or anything. I'm just saying that is one of those things that I think people overrate about OG. It's getting there. It's steadily improved, but he's got a lot of work to do, and I am faithful he will do it. Suns recover there off the miss. And then Cameron Payne getting the floater to go, drives in the paint, gets the bucket, cashes in. Gregory Wilson says Raptors have a losing record without OG, I think. That could be. This season, for sure, that could be. Oh, wow. Ooh, Bismack. Oh, my God. Blocked Precious Achiuwa into next week. And then an offensive foul there on Bismack. There we go. There we go. Tom Moreau saying OG and Trent are not yet creators. I think Trent's a little bit closer, but Tom, you're right. Not consistently for either of them. Scotty Barnes backing in on Cam Payne. And then a foul. I'm not going to lie. I thought Cam Payne played pretty good defense there, but he's going to get called by the officials, and I'm going to take it. Yeah, Tom, when you say creators, do you mean create for others or create their own shots? Because I think OG does, sorry, not OG. I think that Gary Trent Jr., he's got a pretty good ability to make his own shot. No, that's the softest. That is so soft. Cam Payne, you rat. You little rat. Oh my God. Get in the weight room, Cam Payne. Get in the weight room and scrape yourself off the floor. Landry Shamet knocks down the mid-range J. 10-point lead for Toronto right now. 10 minutes left in this one. Got to hold on and believe. We are on the road. The Raptors, this would be a huge W for them. Fred VanVleet with it. Gets Precious the ball there. Precious. Out to Barnes. Scotty with the world's deepest three. Completely an air ball. Where was the shot clock awareness from all of the players on the court there? Seems like Scotty Barnes noticed at the last second that he had 1 second to throw it off. There was no shot clock awareness from the Raptors on O there. Bismack Biyombo hands it off there to Cam Payne, and Cam Payne's fouled again. Give Cam Payne a foul for being so damn soft. He can't have a guy brush off of him right now without drawing a foul. This man folds like a house of cards. Oh my God. Whatever. He's shooting too. Oh, Tom Moreau clarifying create for others. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah. No, OG and Gary Trent Jr. cannot really create for others yet. That is a work in progress. And I'd actually probably say that OG is better at creating for others right now than Gary Trent Jr. Gary will drop a 50 piece with 1, maybe 2 assists. Not literally, but like, you guys get what I mean. Cam Payne, and the fact that he gets the shooter's bounce on that floater too. The basketball gods allowing this man to do that right now. Oh, when he's talking his ish too. Okay, someone needs to dunk on Cam Payne right now and send him back to Ice Age. And guys, if you're watching this right now, do me a big favor. We are 15 likes away from 100 on this video. If you can drop a like on this video, helps seal the deal on a great night on stream. I mean, it means a lot. It always does. Thank you, guys. Siakam misses the mid-ranger. Banton tries to rebound, but JaVale McGee just too big, too sturdy, gets the board. Bridges going right at the heart of the defense. And then JaVale McGee to tap it in. Okay, Bridges, what are you complaining about, bro? You missed the shot. JaVale cleaned it up, but you did not get fouled. All right, this is a 2-possession ball game with 9 minutes left to go in the game. Folks, hold on and believe. Marcel saying we got to hold it down. We do. This game is so far from done. A very sad Jets fan says Josh about to start freestyling while talking about campaign flopping. I nearly had to write a whole diss track on him for that flop, but whatever. You know what the sad thing is? I don't even think he's trying to flop right now. A guy like Achua just touches him and he just folds. He folds. Get to the weight room, man. I guess they didn't have one in Shanghai where he was playing. Whatever, man. I can't talk this level of garbage about campaign, but it is coming out of me right now. Ryan, I agree. Racing, I just think OG is the one player we have that can play any position and is amazing defensively. You know what, Ray? He can guard any position for sure. And you know what? I'll agree with what Gary Trent Sr. said here is you are what you can guard. And by that logic, I mean, I guess OG Anunoby is 1 through 5. But, naturally, I think that the playmaking needs to improve a little bit more before you can consider him like, he's not a guard. I agree with you. He could play pretty much 3 or 4. Amazing. He could play the 5 spot if he has to, like absolutely has to. You know what? Maybe I even like him more to try to force him to play shooting guard than I would at center. Talking about OG. I don't know, but I definitely do agree with you, Ray, that he is so versatile, so important. And at the end of the day, if you subscribe to the belief that you are what you can guard, well, then OG Anunoby is 1 through 5. So I will give you that credit, no doubt. Alan saying put Barnes and Trent back in the game. That wouldn't be bad. And make sure Khem Birch goes absolutely nowhere. M plays just chiming in saying the Knicks suck. That deserves a super chat. The Knicks do suck. But they cover the spread tonight and make me look like a damn fool at work. I'm going to need to wear the dunce cap on Monday because of this. Because of the New York Knicks. Do you know how many years the Knicks have probably taken off of Stephen A's life in terms of stress, trauma? He's probably on his deathbed. He's going to cuss out the Knicks. Oh, the Knicks. James Dolan is an evil man. Anyways, Siakam with the ball throws it over to Thad. Thad driving in on Bismack and gets the nice little... Okay, that looked like he took it right out of Siakam's bag. Very big bucket there. That gives you more than a 2-possession cushion versus this dangerous Suns team. All right, Campaign with it. Throws it over to McGee, gets it right back. Campaign, back to McGee. Oh, McGee misses, and then he's fouled? Who? Where? What? Why? When? Charge to Siakam. Give me a replay on this. What happened? Okay. No, we're getting a replay of Thad's bucket. That was nice. Okay, and no replay of the foul. Illuminati confirmed. No replay of the foul. The Illuminati has their hands all over this game. Hits the first one, of course. It's what they want. And he hits both, I believe. No, just the one. 98-91, 8:20 left in this game. Guys, don't go anywhere. Hold on and believe with us here. Pascal Siakam driving in the spin. The patented spin. Patented trademark it. That's his move. Accept it and try to stop it. You can't. There you go. Spicy P getting a huge bucket for this Raptors team. Shamet down to the corner. Bridges driving, kicking back out to Shamet. Shamit covered by Siakam. Siakam playing good defense, goes back to Bridges. Bridges, a late three, and he gets it. Oh my God. Good defense by the Raptors there. I don't know what else you can do. Really good defense. It's a 2-possession game though again. Oh my gosh. 100-94, 7:30 to go. Siakam brings up the ball. Siakam, covered by Shamit. Don't play with your food, Siakam. Siakam in the mid-range. The J just misses, and it's rebounded by Campaign. Stay away from that double-double, Campaign. If you guys see in the bottom corner here, oh, wrong side. That bet right there, Campaign cannot get a double-double, and then I win some money. Oh, are you serious? You're officiating Bismack Biyombo like he's prime Shaquille O'Neal. What are you doing? Oh, man, I honestly didn't believe in the Illuminati before this game. Now it's confirmed. That is BS. Are you serious? Okay, the basketball gods are watching. I know he cannot make this first free throw. There's no way. He shoots it. He made it. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay. He's getting ready to take a second here. Hits both. Wow. Bismack Biyombo. Money from the free throw line, apparently. Only when the Illuminati's in attendance. Van Vliet gives it over to Gary Trent Jr. Trent Jr.'s covered by Campaign. That's a mismatch if I've ever seen one. Trent Jr. hauls a three-point shot. He's fouled. Bro, Campaign right now is rolling on the floor. I hope he's not injured. But what just happened to him that he's reacting that way? He committed the foul. What just happened? Oh, an offensive foul? Oh my God. Bro, can we get a break here? What? Oh. What on earth happened to Campaign? The guy... It's his eye? Okay, like whatever. I hope he's okay. I genuinely hope he's okay. He smoked the shooting hand. Are you serious? Bro, that hand doesn't hit you in the face if you don't run through it. Oh my God. Once they wake up Campaign on the ground, he's going to be blown away to hear that he just drew an offensive foul because he thinks that he just laid a foul for sure. What on earth? The play is under... Oh yeah, gotta make sure there's not a flagrant there with our guy getting fouled from 3-point range. And then Campaign just turtling. Like, okay, if he's hurt, I get it, but bro... Oh. You know someone has big money on the Suns right now. Big money. And they're dialing up the phone. Illuminati, take care of Gary Trent and the boys. They're messing with our wallets right now. The refs got the message loud and clear. Oh, look, Campaign's fine. He's fine. He's completely okay. As a matter of fact, he's doing great. He just drew an offense. If he hits this three, thank God he missed that one. But Bismack there to get... Oh my God. Another foul charged. And this one to Pascal Siakam off ball. What? Okay. Alvin Williams just said, what happens on the road? You got to stay together. I like that. Stay together. Yeah, okay. And Paul Blunt's saying the Oscar goes to Cameron Payne. This man better friggin' thank the Academy and the Illuminati. This is garbage. This is a special type of garbage right now. And another foul called. Another foul. I can't believe what I'm witnessing right now. There we go. Offensive foul. Way to go, Scotty. Way to go. Stick it to the Illuminati. That's what I like. Oh, he had to wear that one too. Bismack is built like a truck. He ran through the rook. And you know what? The funny thing is, I'll be completely honest, I think Bismack just laid an old-time basketball pick. But thank God the refs have some competence to use a makeup call here. I'll take it. I will take it. All right, Siakam with it. He's getting absolutely hounded there, and then a foul charge to Bismack again. Okay, even the score, refs. I got some money on tonight too. Wraps up by 4. 6:10 to go. Things are tense right now on the road in Phoenix. There we go. There we go. I love it. How the turntables, my boy. Yeah, you like to be screwed around by the official? Yeah, we don't either, man. There you go. Tables turned, fool. I like it. Yeah. Scotty Barnes just drawing 2 fouls in a row there that, to be completely honest with you, I don't think really get called. I mean, the Bismack Biyombo one, he did kind of light him up with a pick, but Bismack didn't throw a body check. He just planted down, stuck his ground hard, and put Scotty into next week. That's what happens when you have a bona fide, big-time center. Well, bona fide, not skill-wise, but Bismack Biyombo could wrestle a friggin' lion. So it doesn't surprise me that he would put a 20-year-old kid on his ass. Like, it doesn't surprise me. That was like an old school 90s basketball pick. If I'm coach, I like that. But yeah, they got called for that. And then immediately Devin Booker in the post trying to cover Barnes gets called there as they try to throw the entry pass down to Scotty. But to be real, it was just over Scotty's head. But guys, the takeaway here is that I'm thrilled to see them giving us makeup calls, because for about 2 minutes straight there, all the refs did was shellac us with garbage. This was deserving. It was a long time coming. I'm happy it showed up before the game ended, because this is a tight one. Hey guys, and we are only 7 likes away from 100 on the video. Help me pass that century mark if you can. It is always appreciated. Shouts out to the nearly 200 people who are watching with us right now. This is going to be a down to the wire finish. I am looking forward to it. To give you guys a little bit of insight to the box score tonight, let me just sit my Raptors on the rocks first. Yep. Let's see. Khem Birch, illegally bad tonight. Illegally bad. Oh my God. Don't even get me started. He's got 2, 5, and 1, but honestly, he's played worse than that, if that's possible to communicate. Siakam, 23, 6, and 9. He's 9 of 20 from the floor, 2 of 4 from three-point range. Okay. Scotty Barnes, 13, 6, and 1. It's weird. When I think back on this game, Siakam has 23, 6, and 9. It feels like he has less than that. And then Scotty Barnes has 13, 6, and 1. Feels like he has more than that. I guess I'm a casual, man. I don't know. I just feel of the game here. I'm surprised to see the numbers that far tilted towards Spicy P, but hey, I'm not complaining, guys. That's Ghost Pepper P. Van Vliet, only 10 points tonight. I won't lie, a little bit of a letdown for him, especially with CP3 out of the lineup. You'd like to see him come in and be a bit more assertive than he necessarily has been, but still, the point guard presence he has, the floor general void that he can fill, and especially with no Malachi Flynn, I know it's not a big deal. Like, Malachi Flynn just started to see the floor recently. All things aside, Fred Van Vliet has a role that is tough to replace, bro. And no Malachi, I'm happy that we have him in there to at least run the offense. 31 for Trent, 5 for Young, 11 for Precious, Chris Boucher is 4, and then never mind. Hold on, make that, what is that? Make that 33 for Gary Trent Jr. This guy's a bucket. And then Payne, what? Oh, okay. I have never, ever seen you act like this before, Cameron Payne. What on earth has gotten into you? He's drinking Mike's Magic stuff over there on the bench. Thad Young with it, kicks it down to the baseline. Scotty gets blocked though. No! Oh no. We're up by 4. 5 minutes and 15 seconds left. Bridges with the jumper. Oh, gets it. Okay. All right, Raptors, wake up. Wakey, wakey. 5 minutes to go. Up by 2. Time to put that foot on the gas. Let's go. Gary Trent Jr. with it. He's been dangerous all night. Almost turns over the ball there. Thad gives it to Van Vliet. Van Vliet back to Thaddeus. Thaddy over to Scotty. Scotty misses the floater. Whoa! No! D-Book brings it up. Booker driving right past Siakam and then misses that, but Biyombo there to clean up the garbage. Tie game. Gregory Wilson writes, quadruple overtime field. We got a rerun of the Miami game going on tonight. It feels like it. Yeah, Bismack Biyombo was the best decision the Suns have made tonight. He's come in and made a huge difference for them in terms of drawing fouls, second chance opportunities, all that good stuff that really adds up in the end. He's been doing for the Suns. So Captain Snake saying getting outworked right now. We definitely are. We definitely are. You know, the refs did their part to give us some makeup calls. It's in our hands now to figure it the hell out. Let's pray that we do that. And shouts out to the over 200 people watching right now. Appreciate everyone who's in this chat. Don't go anywhere. We're seeing people in the chat talk about this is a quadruple overtime kind of feeling for the game. And if you guys watch that Miami game, you know that this team can go the distance. They just might. And when we're facing really good teams, you know, it seems to bring a different edge and competitiveness out of us. If only we could do this against the OKCs, the Detroits, all those teams. If we could bring out that same competitiveness, man, we'd be comfortably in the 6th spot. But it is what it is. I feel like we'll still work our way there. Regardless, Cleveland better come crashing back down to earth. They are too unhealthy to be this good. They have way too many guys who are 7 feet tall. Like, the mathematics in my brain of evaluating their roster, I short circuit thinking about it. I'm like, how? Why? It does not work, but it does work. I can't figure it out, guys. There's not enough ball handling on the Cavaliers. I know Darius Garland's apparently like the next superstar. I get it. Still, like that's one guy. Colin Sexton, Rubio, done. Evan Mobley, he's a rookie. Like they should not be figuring it out like this. Van Vliet with the ball. Isn't Rondo out now too? Okay, whatever. My mind's on Cleveland, apparently. But Gary Trent Jr. driving, shooting the 3. An offensive foul? How? Oh, it is Cameron Payne again. Get this man to friggin' Hollywood. This is bullshit. Get that man to Hollywood right now. Get him on an acting contract. Cast him in Ice Age 4 as Sid the Sloth. This is ridiculous. Oh my God. Gary's legs went out like... Whatever, man. And then they're wheeling him off like he's... Okay. He's okay. Cameron Payne will be on the court as soon as play resumes. I promise you that much. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm absorbing this replay here. You know what? Maybe you call it once. Twice for the same guy? And he's like flailing around. Oh my God, bro. Campaign, you're going out cringy, bro. You're going out cringy. Yeah, Mike Vick asking, wait, what did Gary hit? His head? Yeah, I think from what I can see and like understand, yeah, he shot, he came down and did make a bit of contact after the shot. But I don't see that contact as like malicious or foul worthy necessarily, especially right after you called it earlier that game. Are they calling it a flagrant? Dude, Cam Payne he better miss this damn shot. He better miss this shot. Takes it, misses it. There you go. Ball doesn't lie, Cam Payne. Now go back to having a career injury the way you were acting a moment ago. You acted like, oh, I can't even get into the theatrics. This man just poured out in front of the Phoenix crowd. Now he's shooting free throws. Hits his second. I went from being a Cam Payne fan. Now I can't stomach the guy. This is garbage. All right, Cam Payne with the ball right now. Over to Booker. Booker down to Bridges. Bridges going up for that mid-range. Wow, that's his spot, man. He can drift and knock down the midi. We're down by 3 points. It's a one-possession game, guys. Hold on and believe. Hold on and believe. A Sheep saying campaign on a campaign. Come on, bro. Come. Oh, Gary Trent Jr. Tie game. Tie game. Hold that one, Sid the Sloth. Hold that one. Oh, Gary, start chirping. Dude, get in his ear. I want Gary Trent Jr. to start talking some mad garbage to campaign right now. Call him out of his place, Gary. Tell him to do something. DeAndre Ayton hits the first jump shot of his career. That's good. 107 to 105. Trent over there to Van Vliet. Van Vliet with it. Takes the pick from Siakam. Never mind, he does not. Kicks it over to Gary Trent Jr. Gary picks up his dribble. Gives it to Siakam. Siakam for three. Misses. And it's rebounded by Ayton. And then we got a super chat coming in from Rahul saying, I want Gary to slap Payne across the face. Rahul, you couldn't have said it any better, man. You took the words right from me. I want him to bang a three-pointer in his face. That's what I want. Cam Payne misses the three. Outlet up the floor to Gary Trent Jr. Gary Trent Jr. fouled. Oh, Cam Payne, are you not going to hold your head and lay face down on the court for 5 minutes? You sure? You sure, Cam? You sure you're okay? You sure that wasn't an offensive foul, buddy? Yeah, Gary Trent Jr. doing what I'm doing right now, checking in with the refs. You sure? You sure that's you actually making that call? My God, man. I've never seen a guy who in this same calendar year suited up for the Shanghai Sharks get this kind of respect from NBA officiating. Holy Christ. There you go. Okay. Gary Trent ties it up at the free throw line. That's clutch. That is clutch. 2 minutes, 25 seconds to go. This does have Miami vibes written all over it. Hey, Miami was missing Kyle Lowry this game. They're missing CP3. I'm seeing the signs, guys. Too many parallels. We're going to quadruple overtime and getting a dub. There we go. Cam Payne turns over the ball. Scotty Barnes puts it up court to Gary Trent Jr. Oh, who misses it? But then Kem Birch. There you go, Kem. I'm sorry for all the foul things I said about you earlier, my guy. I am so sorry. Big bucket. 109 to 107. Raptors on top. We're within 2 minutes. Hold on and believe. Hold on and believe. Booker. There you go. Picked off by Barnes. Scotty. 360 dunk. No, never mind. He jams it, though. He jams it. In the open court. The D to the O. Defense to the offense. That equals success for the Raptors. It's a simple equation. They should have taught you in like the 3rd grade. Man, this team's too long and athletic to not push the pace when they turn over the other team. There you go. Scotty Barnes 2 times in a row. Coming up big on the back end and forcing it into points on the other end. And Kem Birch, I gotta say, let me bite my tongue for what I said earlier about this man. I was slandering him out of his name. I actually banned him from Canada a little bit earlier, but he's good to come back now. That was big. That was huge. Paul Blunt saying 360 dunk laugh. Hey, man, I was watching that live time. I was just trying to manifest it. I was praying he would do a cool 360 or something, but I don't blame the rookie for just taking the gimme when it was there. Vintage Pimpage. Hey, Vintage is my guy. I love this dude. He calls in sometimes. He's been in the chat a fair bit, and he's saying Barnes is a stud. Vintage, you are 110% right. This kid can do a little bit of everything. It's so funny because there's so many guys in this draft that have certain skill sets, and it's like Scotty's just handpicked a little bit of everything from anyone. He's got that defensive presence of Evan Mobley, obviously not to the same degree, but it's there. He's got sort of like that passing and natural flavor for the game that Josh Giddey has at that size. He's got that, and then he shows those like glimpses of ISO scoring that Cade Cunningham has. And it's just like, wow, if this guy can elevate and continue to elevate, man, he might damn well end up being the best player from this draft, even if he isn't the rookie of the year. And there we go. We turn over the Suns, and then Siakam. That almost should have been an and one, ref. That almost should have been an and one. But we get the bucket, 113-107, a minute 30 to go. 8-0 scoring run for these Raptors. We're on fire. Let's go. Van Vliet holds his ground on defense. Great D there. Great D. Getting right into D-Book. D-Book looks to the official. The official does not look back. Cam Payne, get out of there! Get out of there! No! No! A foul? He got blocked straight up. Give me a replay on that. Am I yelling about nothing? All right, I'm convinced. Cam Payne has played way too good and gotten way too many calls from the officials tonight to not be LeBron James secretly dressed up in a Cam Payne costume. This is ridiculous. Hits his first free throw. Man, Turtle T dropping a super chat. Shouts out to Turtle T saying, hope we win. Either way, loving your energy tonight. Hey, Turtle T, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Normally, I don't get this mad at the refs, but the way they have just babied Cam Payne tonight is ridiculous. The refs are going to leave the arena tonight holding hands with Cam Payne and go to who go. Like, I can't. I'm going to zip it, guys. I'm going to zip it. Raptors with the ball. Gary Trent Jr. misses that high off the glass. Cam Payne rebounds it. Hands it off to Jay Crowder. Jay Crowder, cross court to D-Book. D-Book for three. He hits it, guys. He hits it. Raps only up by 1. Wow. It's getting intense. It is getting intense. Siakam with the ball. He's covered by Mikal Bridges. Siakam going right at Bridges. Oh, gets blocked. No. Cam Payne going the other way with it. Fires it down to D-Book. D-Book for 3. Misses. That's an air ball, actually. And then Scotty, huge steal, man. They're going to try to foul. And then Gary Trent Jr. Okay, man, this is not done yet, folks. Even if best case scenario, Gary Trent Jr. hits both free throws, which I have full confidence he will. The man's a gamer. Then we're only up by 3. This is not a done deal. It's a one-possession game regardless. At best, remains a one-possession game. Do not go anywhere. Leafs Digest pointing out that guy is really good looking. Thank you, whoever you are. Who's the Leafs Digest? Appreciate you, though, man. All right, Gary Trent Jr. at the line. Come on, Gary. There we go. 115 to 112. Hits both of them. Got my flames on. He's got his swagger back. 110% Gary Trent Jr. He's a bad man, and he is back. Got to prepare more of my Raptors on the rocks. I even have the Raptors drinking glass tonight. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? But guys, let me know if you have any bets of your own tonight. I picked a weird night to fade Cameron Payne, and I think it might still pay off, which is like the weirdest part of it all, because he's having the night of a lifetime. Cam Payne, 24-7-1. To this moment, 24-7-4. Shooting 50% from the floor, and to this moment has more points than D Book. As long as he doesn't get a double-double, like I said earlier, for all I care, go drop 50, Cam Payne. I don't care. As long as the Raptors win, it's number one priority. And then number two, that my bets hit, then I don't care. I'll go buy your Shanghai Sharks jersey on AliExpress after this for $15 to celebrate. I don't care. I don't care. Just don't get a double-double. And I think we're safe of that. But who knows? Hopefully no overtime on the menu tonight. But if it happens, it happens. What was that? Is the mascot for the Suns a guy in a gorilla costume? That's kind of random, no? I guess you can't really just make like a sun as your mascot. It seems like an awkward concept for a mascot costume, but like a dude in a gorilla costume seems even like weirder. Devin Booker with the world's most selfish shot. Oh my God. Thank God that he's wired that way though. Misses it. And then a hard Thank God D-Book is a selfish individual. Thank God that he just thinks he's Kobe. I'm happy he thinks he's Kobe because that's why he took that shot. That's why he missed that shot. Oh my God. Let's see. Okay. Chance to pretty well ice the game here at the line for Gary Trent Jr. There we go. I like this one. Tom Moreau saying, we flew close to the sun and the wings are still together. Yes, sir, Tom Moreau. The Greek mythology being referenced in the chat. Hey, man. The story of the wax wings that flew too close to the sun. They melted and they fell back down to earth. The Raptors, though, they're still out there in orbit. Absolutely banging on the Suns. This is awesome. Number one team in the NBA. Bridges misses. Gary Trent Jr. gets the ball. Ooh, that's a win in Phoenix. 117-112. Devin Booker, Cameron Payne firmly grasp the L. Firmly grasp the L. Go have your sleepover. Go watch The Bachelor together. Go, paint each other's nails. Whatever you guys are going to go do it because it's not winning basketball tonight. The Raptors had that on the menu and they ate. This was unreal. From start to finish, this was a good effort. I know that it wavered at times. Understandable. Like the Suns are a wagon. I said it in the early going. They're legit. They are legit. For all the garbage I'm talking, like they got a pretty good crew there. And for us to win with a relatively healthy team there as the Suns, I didn't see Cam Johnson on the court tonight, who I think is massively underrated. No CP3, but hey, we don't have OG Anunoby. We're missing our own dude. We're on the road. Yada, yada, yada. This is a big time win. I'm going to put on my flames right now. Make no mistakes about it. This is a big time win. Crazy W. The whole chat dropping W's right now. Hey, man, I love to see it. And thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. This was a late one. It's on a Saturday. I know people are busy, but the Raptors game was on the calendar for me. So I'm happy that people have stuck around and watched with me. Gary Trent Jr. looking like he's got his swagger back. I love it. He's currently, 40 piece tonight. A 40 piece. 40 minutes played, 40 points scored, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 8 of 11 from 3-point range. Whoo! He is the Human Torch. Oh my God. Gary Trent Jr. And look, to all the Suns fans that came in and watched with us tonight, if you guys are still watching, I got to apologize for some of the borderline messed up, terrible things that I said about Cameron Payne and at times about Devin Booker. And I think I even said something about Ayton at one point too. Look, man, it's all in good fun. Like, I'd need to be completely incompetent to actually think that these guys bring nothing to the table. They're really good players. Cam Payne showed out tonight. But man, I'm going to ride or die with my Raptors. And they were jocking us. They were jocking us. I had to remind them of who they were, who we were, and we pick up a W. And hold on, we got a super chat coming in right now. Oh, hold on. I think we have a couple, actually. I apologize. Turtle T saying, great win, even better live stream. Go Raps, go. Can't wait to see them play against Miami on April 3rd. Turtle T, man, I'll see you there. You got that futures bet on the Raptors first round playoffs. I'm going to ride with you, man. I'm going to ride with you. I'm going to put some money down on that right now because still debatable odds. And then Gary Trent Jr.'s Raptor debut was against the Suns last year. Feels appropriate that he did so much tonight. Pain-causing Samurai dropping that super chat. Let me put the animation on for my guy. Pain-causing Samurai. Probably the best alias in all of YouTube history. So I got to shout him out for that alone. But this was insane. Unreal win. Unreal reaction. And guys, I think we're back at it tomorrow, aren't we? We're back at it with the white vans. Yeah, Denver Nuggets, 10 p.m. Oh my God, bring your pajamas. It's going to be a good one. And we got Perry dropping a go Raps go. Shouts out to Perry, man. Thank you for the chat. Hey, I'll say that one more time. Go Raps go. The Raptors about to roll. Don't get in the way. I am excited. And make sure to tune in to Ben and Riker's postgame. Hey, man, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me during a pretty crazy live stream. You know, I was losing my bananas. You know, people just let me be me, and it's awesome. And I'm a diehard Raptors fan, so I tend to say some out-of-pocket stuff sometimes. But you guys love me for worse or better, it seems, and I love you right back for that. So thank you, guys. We will see you tomorrow against Denver. Pretty sure I'm going to be hosting with Marcel. So get ready to see the Bald Mamba out here with me, too. I'm excited for it. I'm excited to be right back here and hopefully get 3 in a row. And I think, hold on, I think Paul Blunt, I can't even remember if I super chatted it, but I'm pretty sure he super chatted the 2 for we've won 2 in a row. It's a tradition around here. He's going to let the fans know after a big W what win it was. 2nd in a row. Get number 3 loaded up for tomorrow, Paul. Get it loaded up for tomorrow. Put that thing in the barrel. We're about to win. Guys, thank you so much for an awesome live. You guys mean the world. I'm excited to come right back and do the thing again tomorrow, and I'll see you then. But in the meantime, I am signing off.